Welcome to the Preeminence podcast at preeminence.tv. I'm your host, Matthew J. Peters, founder of Ascend. Today we're talking about preeminence and what it means for your business. So tune in, listen up, and get ready to take focused action on your mission, your message, and presence, and create accelerated results right now. So today I'm going to talk about preeminence, and we're going to get right into this. Why do we use the word preeminence? What does it mean? Now, if we go to the dictionary is going to give us a very short idea of what preeminence means. It means superiority or surpassing all others, going beyond excellence. You know, it's something that people aspire to be. When they see you in preeminence, that means you're the top of your class, you're world class, you are on top of the world. People really look to you as the leader in your industry, in your space. They look to your organization if they're your competitors or even if they're not your competitors. So, you know, there's a couple people that I know that have used the word really well in the past. One is Glenn Jackson of Jackson Spalding Advertising Agency. Another, Jay Abraham, brilliant mind for marketing and business. But really, I want to define this for us. How are we going to use preeminence? And as you listen to these episodes, what are we going to get into here? Now, preeminence to me is a striving towards impeccability, visibility, notoriety, and profitability in an ethical and powerful way. So I'm going to say that again. Striving towards impeccability, visibility, notoriety, and profitability in an ethical and powerful way. Now, you know, the reason I defined it that way is because you can do things great. You can do things with excellence. But the climate we live in right now is people are looking for what is the new thing. And there's so many of these little trends that just are here today and gone tomorrow. But that level of striving towards impeccability, meaning it just goes beyond having value. It's a legacy. It's beauty. It is pushing yourself to your limits and leading from that place. All right. If you're going to lead from there, there's a lot of things you need to think about. And that's what this podcast is all about. If you're looking to move into the head of the class, you want to move the market. You want to define the market. You want to own terms. You know, that is what you want to do, is seek and strive for preeminence. So I've got a list here, and this list here is what I believe about preeminence. I had Authority Marketing Films, and one of the things I did was I saw all these really kind of low-quality marketing videos out there that were just for the quick buck, you know? And as you saw over time, people got better and better at it, yet the technology or how they captured the video was getting better and better, but a lot of times the message is still all over the place. It's watered down. They're trying to copy what the trend is right now instead of being the trend setter. All right, so let's talk about preeminence here. I'm going to use the word a lot because I really want you to start thinking about how preeminence is going to be in your life, meaning in your business, and really throughout your life, it's going to show in your business. So you can't be all for preeminence in one area of your life, like your business, and then you let go of your health, your relationships, your spirituality, all those different things. So I'm not going to go into that stuff in this podcast. I'm going to focus on your business and on your marketing, your presence online. So preeminence will be copied. Preeminence changed the industry. Preeminence raises the bar. It doesn't look outside to other people to be sure that they're like them in any other way. Rather, they look to their clients and do what is ultimately for the success of their clients, their customers, their team, and their family. Preeminence allows your reputation to precede you. Your mission and the quality of what you do becomes synonymous with your name. Preeminent entrepreneurs are always seeking mastery. They do not rest on their laurels. Preeminent organizations have conviction to see their vision come to fruition. Those choosing the preeminent path design their future in the now, envision what it looks like when they achieve it, then they take back from 10 or 20 or 50 or even 100 years in the future, and they speak from that place today. Now, there's a lot that I went through right there, and I can unpack it, but really I want you to think about If you are choosing preeminence, you're stepping across that line saying, I'm choosing mastery, I'm choosing to lead, I'm choosing to set the trends, I'm choosing to pioneer in this area. I'm not looking outside to my competitors to create something like them but better. You're going to look to inward, you're going to look at what your client's real needs are, and you're going to set the tone in the marketplace. You're going to define the space that you work in. And one of these last things I talked about here is really you're going to be speaking from the future. Now, what does that look like? A lot of times we have business plans for the next quarter or maybe even the next year. If you're in retail, you're looking 18 to 24 months out as to how are we going to develop our marketing strategy for our retail space, right? But what do you look like 10 years from now? Or 20 years, or 50, or even when you're gone, 100 years from now? What are you doing today, right now, that you chose to go beyond excellence to create a level of preeminence in your marketplace, in your space, that has lasted, right? How many of us just really want to make something that is going to fall apart next year, or if we're not here, it's going to disappear, it's going to dissolve? What I'm looking for is to help people create preeminence in their marketplace that has to do with legacy. What is your legacy all about? So if you can look 10 years into the future, and I know technology is going to change, media is going to change, but psychology is not going to change. People are going to still have these specific needs, and your business is going to be able to fulfill them. So if you can be 10 years in the future and you know what it is you want to create, you have that on paper, you know it, you touch it, you taste it, you feel it, you smell it. It becomes so real to you that you see that it's a foregone conclusion that it's going to happen. From that place in the future, you speak in the now. You are a true leader. So many leaders are looking for a following because they don't know themselves where they're going. And people have this instinct to not follow someone who is wandering. If you find that you don't have followers, if you find that people are following you here and there, they're waiting for you to land on something. They're waiting for you to step across the line saying, here is what I'm all about. And not putting your stick in the sand, but taking a stake and hammering that stake into the concrete. And that stake is not going to move. It's saying, here I am, and here's what we stand for, and here's what we do in the marketplace. Here's how I'm leading. This is where we're going, period. This is where we're going, period. I'm going to define the marketplace. I'm going to define what standards we live by. I'm defining the code that we live by for me and my people in our organization. What is it that we're willing to do? Now, there's a lot more to preeminence, and we're going to get into these over the next several days and weeks. This is a daily podcast. I'm going to keep these short so you have something to go 5 to 10 minutes every day so you can digest it. But today I want you to really think about, in your area, what does preeminence look like? Who is the leader right now, and why are they the leader in your marketplace, in your space? When I say in your marketplace, in your space, that's your space. You can choose to lead there or you can choose to follow there. It's your space. It really doesn't matter to anybody else. If you want it, then claim it, then do it, and say you are going to be the preeminent voice in your marketplace. That is what I have for you today. Tune in tomorrow and make sure you hear the rest of the definition of preeminence and how you can apply it to your life and your business, your marketing, your messaging, and make sure that your mission happens. Make sure that you expand your mission and you create from a future that is brilliant. I'll see you tomorrow. This daily podcast is all about becoming the preeminent voice in your marketplace. So take the consistent and necessary actions each and every day on what you've just learned over the last few minutes. When, not if, when you're ready to take your business, your organization, your name, your brand, and your commitment to the next level of global preeminence, head over to preeminence.tv where you can download your own copy of the Ultimate Guide to Preeminence. Enroll in the Elevation Program or join us at one of our next live events. If you're not subscribed, simply visit iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play right now and click subscribe. Until tomorrow, make today and each and every day count toward creating preeminence in your space and a legacy that matters.